Cracking with y'all. Getting everything set up. Appreciate everybody on a Tuesday night. Got the stream going up on a Tuesday. Yeah, baby. It's cracking. What's cracking? We live. Already. Not only on YouTube, but on TikTok as well. Yo, what is that? What am I hearing? I'm hearing something weird. What's cracking with everybody? We in the building. Lush World Gang or Don't Bang. We got.
Fuck that shit, do everybody.
Bro,
fucking.
you already cussed twice.
Oh,
what's wrong with you, man?
Excuse my my language, y'all.
He said, good luck, all y'all. I'm not tripping if you could. Yeah, Rick is in the cut, definitely. Rick is definitely in the cut.
What's good, y'all?
It's a fright.
Make sure y'all run those likes up, guys. Come on.
Please like,
run
share,
likes up,
subscribe,
all of that.
We're gonna be talking about recovery, sobriety, mental health, whatever y'all want to talk about. We have the ongoing story that I started on the stream yesterday.
Yeah.
The saga. We can continue down that. It's kind of it's another choose your own adventure stream. We letting y'all dictate it to a certain degree, but we at the same time are keeping it funky.
Yeah. I'm feeling that. What's good, y'all?
You know,
shout out to all my peeps in Inglewood. I see y'all.
My voice said, let's get demonetized. Honestly, it normally don't happen as far as YouTube, but we on the TikTok joint as well.
Yeah, exactly. Shout out to my people on TikTok.
Yeah, so shouts to everybody that's tuning in for from TikTok for the first time.
Hey, Rick, you could grab that. You could grab my phone right there if you want to drop the link on there.
Yeah, you're asking me to do a bunch of producer things I don't do, dog.
Well, too bad that you know.
Nah, don't trip.
I'll do that right now. But shout out to everybody, and you know what I'm saying, that you rock with Big Rick, man. You know what I'm saying? There's some real ones out there.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And there's some fake ones. Some I've even sat and eaten with, you know what I'm saying?
Ooh.
But you know, it's all right. And you know, as for me, man, I appreciate everybody that throws them trucker emojis, man. That shit is just tight for me, you know?
Absolutely. Yeah, it's you know, you would hope and think
Nick at night.
You would hope and think that at a certain age people would grow out of certain behavior patterns, and unfortunately some people are just stuck in their ways, stuck in their illness, and that's why there's the sick man's prayer.
I got it. Don't. Yeah.
Do you know about the sick man's prayer?
Of course.
Yeah.
That's
I'll show it to you real quick. For those that don't know, because at the end of the day, there's a lot of people that we can't control the actions of others, and we can't allow the actions of others to emotionally affect us.
Yeah.
Although it's really difficult to make that happen, because especially when you're an empathetic person, when you're a caring person, when you're, to perpetuate the cliche further, raw dog in life, aka living without the use of any mind-altering substances, it's very easy to let other people infiltrate your mental state. No, that was an unintentional bar right there. But you know what I mean? And so especially when people are acting in their own illness, in their own addiction, this is a prayer that I like to say. And you know, if you don't believe in, this is denominational. It doesn't have to be like, okay, this is about, like, this not necessarily to Jesus, to you know, Allah, to you know, Moses, Buddha, Vishnu, whatever. It don't matter, but whatever your idea of God is. But God, when a person offends me, help me to remember this is a sick person Help me show the same tolerance, pity, and patience that we would cheerfully grant a sick friend. Show me how I can help them. Save me from being angry. So, sometimes we got to hit him with the sick man's prayer.
Uncle Ronnie said, Rick with the light up Skechers. Like, bro, if they had those my size, I would wear them.
Not the light up Skechers.
Hell yeah. Fool.
Bro wants to know what size are your J's.
What you think?
Yours or mine?
He said bro from Inglewood.
Oh, bro from Inglewood.
No, size 9, you feel me? Trap 9, we keeping it 9 over here.
Those are not you are not no size 9.
Our size 9.
You got size 9?
Size 9, bro.
Bro, you got little ass feet, motherfucker.
I think they 9.5.
You ain't even got
9. Bro,
That fool said.
you ain't even got dogs, you got puppies.
Hey, we got a super chat.
Thank you, NF. Gracias. S1 in the building, NF in the building. Yeah, we chilling, Again, choose your own adventure stream. We definitely gonna be talking about recovery, mental health, sobriety, and all that. Trap, I want to know. I'm just intrigued now by the size 9s. Trap and Nina, for real.
This fool with fucking Littlefoot.
Yeah.
Bro, 9 ain't even that small. What the hell?
We're both. I'm Thumper. You're Littlefoot.
You know what's funny? 9 is really small for a man, but 9 on a female is definitely a big ass foot. You know what I'm saying?
9 is small for the side. Hey,
9 is. I mean, how tall are you?
I'm like 5'6".
You're that short?
Yeah, fool. Bro, I'm Mexican.
I was about to say like 5'6" Mexicans, like 5'8", right? Like, it's not that. But yeah, I guess for your size, that's not. I don't know. You have a bigger
If
stature.
you're trying to talk about packing size, that's a whole different size.
I promise you, I'm not trying to talk about that.
Don't infiltrate my feet.
See, you got to understand. I'm a sick man, so don't allow me to infiltrate your mental state when I'm making fun of your foot size. Realize I'm a sick man and grant me the same prayer and courtesy that you would a sick, dying friend.
Yeah.
So, my boy. Oh my God! Like, look, I'm gonna tell y'all this. I have had.
It's a podcast, guys. Talking about TikTok people there. This is a podcast. We're on YouTube at Lush World. This is where we work at. This is where we do all our stuff. We will be signing off on my TikTok live right now in about 20 minutes. But if y'all want, we stay live on these streams for about 2 hours, hour and a half. Tap in at YouTube. Tap in Lush World at YouTube, if anything.
Look, shoes big enough to knock over the microphone. It might only be size 9, but they're an aggressive size 9. Yeah. As far as what I'm packing, look, bro, you ain't got to worry about it. I'm just going to say that's not something I'm insecure about. Not something I'm insecure about. I got my insecurities. By the grace of God, that's not one of them. If anything, it's inconvenient because it's on the other side of the spectrum.
Just on that case, even if you are one of those men, guys, whatever out there that you're insecure about that kind of stuff, you shouldn't be. No? As long as you could put that work in.
I don't think that women care as much as you might think. $5 from SI to both Lush and Trap. What does emotional and spiritual well-being mean to both of you? All right.
Read that again.
What does emotional and spiritual well-being mean to you?
Emotional and spiritual well-being. Someone that I don't know. Well, emotional, somebody that be in the emotions, and spiritual, somebody that's real spiritual. What God stuff?
What I think he's essentially asking, what does like being spiritually healthy and being emotionally healthy, like how important is that to you?
I honestly, I'm not gonna say I'm super spiritual and stuff, but I do believe in stuff. I do believe in God and the devil, and I believe in a lot of stuff. But I don't pray, you know. Like every day. Sometimes I do, you know. Sometimes I do. But I don't know, bro. I don't know. I just go on with my day, you know. Sometimes I just get up, go grind. If we get blessed with another day, just go hard on the paint. That's how I see it.
I mean, you at one point you were a drug addict. Would you consider yourself a drug addict?
At one point, yes.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
But you've been sober for damn near a decade now. Never went to 12-step meetings.
I would, but I always failed them or just dipped out. The only times I went to those was due to court. Due to court making me go to those things.
It's so funny. My girl texting me right now talking about she asking for Little Caesars. That's a low maintenance relationship. Bring home Little Caesars, Poppy. Damn, I get to be called Poppy for bringing home Little Caesars.
That's what's up.
I love you, bitch, but you getting a $5 hot and ready.
Oh man, spiritual well-being. Hold on, let's read it side up. Spiritual well-being means in a higher purpose and being. Do not have to be religious.
No, it's got nothing to do with. It has nothing to do with religion.
Okay, yes, I read it wrong. Nah, yeah, hell yeah, I do be in my spiritual well-being means in a higher purpose and being.
Hey, bro, you gotta raise your mic up. We can barely hear you at all.
Yeah. All right, my bad, y'all. We gotta fix these mics. We got.
Can you point it up towards you?
My bad, y'all.
You're good. You're good.
These tortas and they broke our mics, and ever since that we never had our mics fixed.
The yamsters.
I told the homie the other day with a couple of the ones that he brought through. I said, "Hey, bro, I know your favorite Italian food. It's tortellini."
I remember that shit.
But no, like, so okay, for me, spiritual being like, okay, life for me is a pyramid. There's recovery, unity, and service.
Focusing on your
right?
bread, body, not just mind.
Recovery, unity, service, body, mind, and soul. Spirituality, physical fitness, mental fitness, right?
Yeah.
That right there combats the 3-part disease that I have. It's important, like if you got, not you, because I'm not putting that energy on you, but if somebody has cancer, if somebody has a terminal illness, it's important to learn everything you can about it so you know how to combat it. You know what to avoid, what not to do, how to be in optimal health so you can not, you know what I mean? Hot and readies are now $8 now, Lush, inflation. Damn, Rocket
Shout
Skates.
out Rocket Skates.
Hell yeah! Shout out Rocket Skates.
Somebody shoot that.
That is crazy.
Hey, 3 more Rocket Skates, and we can get a hot and ready for ourselves too.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah! Shout out Rocket Skates.
Hold on. I want to read that site's messages though.
Get
energy.
$25 for all 3 of us to get it hot and ready.
He says, treating thoughts like guests in our house. They come and go, or passengers on a bus. If you focus on 2 crappy passengers, we forget about all the great people riding with us, trying to enjoy the journey.
No, and you know what? That's so real right there. And it's difficult, like me, and this is what people could spot it in me so quick, and I've had to work hard to divert it, that I'll post something or I'll be in a stream and I'll have 100 positive comments.
Yeah.
And then 2 negative comments. And I'll ignore all the people saying good stuff, showing love.
You know why? Because chances are those 2 comments are from somebody really close to you.
I mean, under a fake name or whatever you saying, like, because I don't be.
Look, bro, I don't really just walk down the street looking at a dude and say, "Fuck that dude. That dude's a piece of shit." I don't know the guy. What the fuck?
I mean,
it's usually the people closest to you, bro. You understand what I'm saying? It's usually the people closest to you, because a random stranger got no reason to say "fuck you." You see a random stranger out in the store.
I say it all the time. too.
You see it in the store. You know, you go out to a place to eat or something, and some random person comes up to you asking to take a picture. You don't hear them walking up to you saying "F you" or whatever.
Well, I mean, look, like I've been doing this for many years, and
That's true, SI.
and there's definitely people that I've never met before, who have never seen me, that are in different states, countries, and continents that have been hating on me for many moons now. So it's
We do.
Of course, there's certain people that are there's certain people that might be your quote unquote homies or someone that you know that on the low is being a hater. But really, like at the end of the day, it's whether it's them or not. I found myself, I say,
innocent. I feel you.
I found myself focusing on the negativity way more than the positivity.
You should.
You know what I mean? No, and I've made a great effort to not, but it's because you know, it's beyond. I said so many times before, and I kind of misdiagnosed myself as seeking validation in others or comments, but it's not validation that I'm looking for at all. And I know that now for real. Like, Ben had validation. You couldn't validate me more possibly than I have been at this point. It's fulfillment. I don't need other people to validate me. I want to feel good within myself.
Yeah.
It's fulfillment that I'm seeking. I'm not seeking it through external forces. I'm seeking it from within. And if you have personal fulfillment, validation is completely irrelevant. But
Good evening, Lord Drip.
but yeah, let's.
Lush, are you generally insecure?
I would say it's kind of a paradox. I'm like, in certain aspects, one of the most confident people you'll ever meet. But I'm an artist. I'm sensitive. I'm very empathetic and caring. So it kind of goes, it's both sides of the spectrum. I could be super cold and I could be super vulnerable as well. So it's like, I would say overall, no, I'm very secure, but like at the same time, it oscillates. I'll go through 10 different motions in a 1 hour period. I'll go from feeling myself more than ever to not. But overall, to do what I do, to put myself out there in the way that I do, and to the extent that I have for so long, that right there is like, that doesn't lend itself to being insecure. I have to be feeling myself to the umpteenth degree. So overall, if it's possible to be simultaneously confident and insecure, I walk that fine line at times. But it's weird, like insecure about certain things. But at the end of the day,
What kind of insecurities?
I'm fearless to a fault. Sometimes. Like, I'll put myself in situations, throw caution to the wind when I shouldn't have. What insecurities? It's a good question. I think that a lot of the insecurities that I had when I was younger, just like the basic teenage, preteen angst, wanting to fit in, not feeling good enough. I wish I was a little bit taller. I wish I was a baller, you know? All that instantly was evaporated by getting high. And as soon as I got high, I found my identity. I found my persona. I found my identity. I found my whole essence. And just everything kind of snapped into place for me. And I was like, any doubt that I had, any insecurity that I had, any lack of self-assuredness that I had was gone. And I was in the building and feeling myself. And that only magnified the older I get, until it kind of just fused with my DNA. And a lot of the biggest accomplishments that I've had in my life, like, I wouldn't be in the position I'm in, good or bad, but I wouldn't have arrived at this point, and I wouldn't have accomplished the things that I have. I wouldn't have been able to walk into rooms with billionaires and get them to agree to 6-7 figure budgets. I wouldn't have been able to put content out there that, you know, got millions of views and influenced millions of people. I wouldn't have been able to hop on that plane and land in Europe and perform in front of 40,000 people and do these things that I've done in my life. I wouldn't have done these things if I was sensible, if I listened to what I was supposed to do, if I followed directions, if I was insecure.
And that's what I was just talking about yesterday, where I was like, everything we've been through, everything we go through is what turns us into who we are today.
Right.
You know? So all that struggle I went through and everything, if I didn't go through that shit, who knows where I will be right now.
Right. Of course, like the struggle is going to define us.
Yeah, bro.
And like
my mom kicking me out hella young, bro, is fucking, I appreciate that shit.
And so it's like weird, like at this point in my life right now, I have to, and it's like one of the biggest struggles in recovery that I've had is having to like re-find that, I'm trying to find the right word, not giving an effedness, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And just like being willing to just put myself out there regardless of how I'm going to be received while still being sober. So it's like I got to tap in to a part of my brain that I only used when I was high. I got to access some of those same frequencies. Yeah. And I could do it. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. I'm perma-fried. I've done so many drugs, and it's fused with my DNA strands to the point where if I want to, if I think about mainly like for real, like ecstasy. If I think about ecstasy enough, MDMA, all of a sudden I'm gonna feel like I'm rolling and I'm just like, oh yeah, I'm on one, baby. You know what I mean? And I don't know if that's necessarily a good thing, but it's real. You know what I mean? I could emulate those same chemical reactions with the serotonin and the dopamine just by tapping into them, because I've lived in that mind state for so long. So many more years of my life I've been loaded and sober. Now, you brought up an interesting point. You said getting kicked out of your mom's house was a really defining moment for you.
Yeah, it's such a young age. You know, she kicked me out when I was like 15.
Yeah.
Because I blasted my face, you know? And that shit gave me a reality check, because I was in the streets for years, bro, just going through kicking it with different homies, going to their pads, you know, just couch jumping it and all that. And that shit made me get my shit together, bro. You know, if I would have still been living with my mom, who knows? You know, a lot of people don't appreciate that shit when they living with their parents. They're just shitting on the couch, bullshitting, you know, motherfuckers, before they know it, you're already 30, still living with your mom, 35, bullshitting, not doing nothing. But since I was in the streets, by the time I was 19, 20, my son was probably like already 5 or some shit, something like that. And that shit just, you know, I was like, I got to get my shit together.
So,
you know? And now I'm 32, just turned 32 the other day.
Magic Johnson year, baby.
Now I'm sober as fuck. Got my shit together, been through it all. And I just left that part behind and I'm moving forward. And I'm just trying to better myself every day.
They say behind every great story comes a story of struggle first.
Yeah.
SI. Yeah, I was homeless as fuck for years, bro.
Well, he's basically, I mean, like, once you got kicked out of your mom's house, that's what happened, right?
Yeah, I was sleeping in the alleys in our hood. It's called the famous alleys. I was right there just chilling with the homies, bullshitting for years, bro. Like, they got to the point where I was sleeping on the floor in the alleys, you know, like.
The ground.
Yes, the ground. Just
concrete.
Right there, just, yeah.
You have a sleeping bag?
Nah, bro, I would just have my hoodie, just throw on my headphones, you know. I'll be packing because it was hot out there, you know, in that area and shit. And I was on drugs, you know.
By yourself oftentimes?
Yeah, no, but sometimes homies will stay with me and shit. We'll just be running a mug, bullshitting, you know. Like, back then, like that was a real, it was a really big kick it spot, bro, right there and shit in our area and stuff. But yeah, I got kicked out hella young. And by the time I was 25, 26, 27, I really started getting my shit together. And I was sober for a minute before that, though, already. And yeah, dog, I haven't relapsed, none of that.
That's good.
But so before you got booted out the crib, were you like, how did you was it literally just the face tats, or was there anything else?
That was the main shit. Yeah, that was the main thing.
You were doing okay in school?
Hell no, bro. I started going to fucking jail and shit.
So you already had been you've been fucking up.
Yeah. But
So it's not just the face tats.
that was the main thing, bro. Tidying my face was the main shit where she just like drew the line, like fuck that, you know. And I don't blame her, dog. Like I'm glad I went through that shit because that shit made me really snap into reality, you know.
Yeah, and that was so like when you tatted your face 17 years ago, it was 2006. That's still at a time like now it's pretty common for everybody to have face tats and all that, but at the time that that's when you first started seeing rappers getting blasted up. This is like before Wiz Khalifa was out, but
I'll show you pictures.
But Lil Wayne was out, you know what I mean? He was like pretty blasted at that point already. He was like the first rapper I remember being fully lit up like that. But so like when we saw people blasted up, it meant you were active in a certain lifestyle, essentially.
Yeah, it was pretty much that kind of shit.
And your mom's religious, or?
She's not like that, but yeah, she believes in that, you know, but she's not like those like super religious moms, you know. My mom's Honduran. She's not Mexican.
Yeah.
She's Hondureña. So, yeah, I think they're a little.
Another reason why you're short. Because they make Mexicans look like, you feel me, like NBA players. No, okay, it's funny because I met my girl's mom for the first time a couple of nights ago, and she has a church, like she has her own church. She's like a pastor, you feel me? Like,
oh, damn.
Yeah. So she's super religious, and my girl's got tats, so she doesn't like to show. I mean, her mom's obviously seen her tats, but she'll like out of respect cover up.
Yeah.
And when I met her, I made sure I was, I don't have any visible tats. You know what I mean? Like my arms are completely blasted. My body's pretty blasted. I got these, but if I put on long sleeve shirt and long pants, salute. I'm covered up. So like, yeah, but I don't want her to. I want it to like be after the fact, before she has like, and I don't want that to be a source of judgment. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel you.
But Lush, have you thought about being a registered therapist? Okay, interesting. You should say that. I'm actually beginning studying to get my CDC license, which is a certified addiction counselor. So it is something I would like to do. And not only for, we have this thing that Rick and I and hopefully Trap will get involved as well. I think you'd actually be great. Of our own treatment houses, which we're in the process
talking about that.
So it's something that's in the process. It's not something that's going to happen overnight, but we already have, I don't want to get too specific about the business, but it's something that we're very excited about. We've brought it up before as well, and something we are going to be launching. And that's like, in order to do that in the state of California, in order to get licensed to even have that, there needs to be a certain collection of licenses. So me having that, although it's not a prerequisite, would help a lot. And it is something I would like to do. And look, ultimately, here's like one of the biggest lessons that I've learned in recovery. And it's something that I'm still learning, is that I brought it up earlier. There's the pyramid, right? There's recovery, unity, service, spirituality, mental health, physical health. And that's combating the 3-part addiction disease that I have, which is a mental obsession, a physical allergy, and a spiritual malady. The mental obsession, what that entails is the thought, the trigger, just anything that leads me to thinking it's okay to use. A relapse doesn't begin when you pop a bottle fire up a joint or a pookie or bust down a line or pop a pill. That's not when a relapse begins. A relapse begins when I stop talking to my sponsor, when I stop going to 12-step meetings, when I isolate myself from my friends, when I start engaging in behavior patterns that are going to lend itself to me being in a bad predicament. Yeah. You could say that's the devil.
When you start stealing and selling all your shit.
NF said, can y'all pinpoint $5 from NF? Can y'all pinpoint the time where being a drug addict became cool in rap culture? It's interesting because a lot of people are going to say, oh, in the 90s, it was all about
talking about
selling dope and all that. And then in the 2000s, it kind of switched. There's truth to that. You know what I mean? It became way more popular through the, but the reality is this. It's been popular and cool to talk about doing drugs since the beginning of hip hop. Listen to White Lines. You know what I mean? Like White Lines, Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five. Fools are talking about doing blow and freebasing. There's a song by what's his name? Funkmaster Wiz, I think is his name. He had a song called Crack It Up. And this is like in the mid 80s, and it said, crack it up, crack it up, put it in a pipe, put it in a pipe. Bro was talking about smoking crack.
Yeah.
All right? This was a rap record that was popular in New York City at the time. Most people haven't heard that record because it got like banned pretty quick. Yeah. But it was a popular record.
Yeah.
And it did exist. People have been talking about obviously smoking and drinking from the beginning. You know what I mean? Yeah. There's the whole the Black consciousness Afrocentric wave of the late 80s and early 90s were admonishing drug use, but that was just one wave. For the most part, people were always talking about that and it being cool. And on the West Coast, going back to all early gangster rap records from Compton's Most Wanted and DJ Quick and all the people were talking about smoking Sherm. Houston records since the mid 90s, Chopped and Screwed were talking about sipping syrup, which is the same thing.
Syrup scene over there.
Yeah. And Memphis, same thing, which is essentially talking about that's heroin, bro.
Remember,
like
fucking
those
Lil
opiates.
Wayne was always sipping lean too, huh? For
100%. He's directly inspired by Houston, and like the drug culture has been huge in hip hop from the inception. Yeah, it was a little bit more covert, and you kind of had to decipher the language. It wasn't as like you listen to a song like White's song Oxycontin, which is like from the early to mid 2000s and things like that. That was like blatant, like Oxycontin, Percocets, Xanax, Mars, Loratabs, like that was blatant. You know what the hell they're talking. Before, fools would have lyrics talking about being loaded, but it was way more subdued. But even like, look at classic boom bap hip hop records. Like, look at Cream by Wu-Tang Clan. What did Raekwon say in Cream? Of cracks and weed, the combination made my eyes bleed. Yeah. He's talking about smoking crack, fool. Raekwon the chef said crack and weed, the combination made my eyes bleed. All right? Like, this is on one of the most beloved, coveted, semi-conscious hip-hop records in history.
I think it's just the time we're living in now just brought it out more, Yeah. Because just, we got quick ways to connect to the internet. I could just hop on my phone, Google some shit, YouTube some shit. And nowadays everybody's just, I feel that's what it is.
It's just like, I don't want to completely admonish this generation, because everyone's like, oh, all these kids, and it's cool now to be the fiend. I remember we used to respect the dealers, not the users. Well, first of all these kids are the kids of that generation.
Yeah. Of course.
All these cool ass drug dealers that got locked up, right? And then their kids wind up dope fiends. Like, what do you expect? What do you got? Big Rick in the building. But like, that's. So, I mean, it's not that cool, bro, like to be a dope dealer either, if you really want to break it down. But people have been talking about getting high and being junkies and all that from the jump. Yep. Got to have the Big L picture in the damn thumbnails. Shouts to anyone that caught that. Shouts to Big L in the thumbnail. Shouts to the Big L documentary we're working on and all that. You feel me? Yeah. But y'all already know, man. That's I don't think so, bro. I don't think so, bro. $10 from SI. Think about who profits from the drug talk. Many rich white men that are executives of these companies. Hold on, let's bring that back. The chat's moving a little bit quicker right now, which I'm happy about. Let's keep the chat active. Think about those who profit from the drug talks. Many rich white men who are executives of these companies. They could care less about black or brown trauma and destroying marginalized communities. I mean, that's a 100% fact. I mean, Big Pharma is profiting off of the popularity of drugs in hip hop culture. 1000%. You can't deny it. But back to what I was saying before, you know, you got the three-part disease, the mental obsession. And I kind of broke down earlier what the mental obsession entails. It's the thought, because like a relapse begins way before a relapse actually hits. And then you got the physical allergy, which is one is too much and 1,000 is never enough. I don't have the luxury of being able to get high like a normal person. People are like, can't you just have one drink? Can't you just smoke a joint and be chill? Like, no, I'm not wired that way. It's not in my DNA. I can't do that. Y'all might be able to do that. More power to you if you can. God bless you if you can. I ain't got that in me. You feel me? Like, it ain't on me, it in me when it comes to this addiction. It's literally the way I'm wired as a human being. And that's, I can't help it, bro. Like, if I wish I could just smoke a blunt once and then not think about it. But like me, I'm going to want to get high again. And then it's not going to be enough. And I'm going to want something else. And I'm going to be drinking. Then be popping a Xanny. Next thing I know, I'm full blown addicted once again and off the rails. So I don't have the luxury of just being able to be sober like that or to be, you know, like mellow when it comes to drug use. When it comes to the biggest lesson that I learned in recovery is that so there's that pyramid, right? And then there's a pyramid of everything. What are the most important things in your life?
The most important things in my life?
Yeah.
Shit, my son, my family.
So family?
My dogs.
Your dogs.
Frenchies.
Mm-hmm. What else? Let's say the three most important things.
Three most important things?
Yeah.
My family, my health, and my people I surround myself with, because that will take me to a lot of places.
So yeah,
yeah.
So let's say homies, family, and the Frenchies. All right.
Yeah.
Those are all really important to you, right? For me,
I was gonna say God, but I don't want to make it. You know, like.
Well, look, I'll tell you this, bro. For me personally, and this is a lesson that I had to learn the hard way, and it's really, really unfortunate. Hold on, I saw a question I want to answer, but I want to get through this first. But wait, hold on. What did bro say? Lush, were you ever years every day on some type of benzos? Yes, motherfucker. Yes. For years. That shit almost killed me multiple times. And that's ultimately why I went to treatment. Everything else, every other drug, I was able to stop. Like pretty much cold turkey. I've withdrawn from cocaine, from crystal meth, from uppers, from opiates, from everything. And I kicked them, but I could not. Like benzos were the demon for me. Benzos and then alcohol. And to me, they were Batman and Robin. You feel me? Like Batman and Robin. There was like the dynamic duo. I would like, but we'll get into like this.
I'm not an atheist. We'll
get into the specificities of of my drug use in a minute. But before that, what I want to say is, so for my pyramid, the 3 things that mean the most to me, anything at the top of my pyramid, I have to have God and my recovery. And anything that I put above that, anything that I put above that, I will lose. I will lose instantly. It'll be taken away from me. And I don't know if it's God taking it away from me or if it's what winds up happening as a result of me just not being all there mentally. I will lose it all. And I'm struggling right now. I'm struggling to put God in my recovery first. I haven't had God or my recovery first for a while. And I've been continuously taking L's despite being sober. And I know that I'm not going to be fully happy. I'm not going to be fully in a place where I want to be unless I'm clean, unless I'm spiritually fit fully. And I know this, like I learned this the hard way, and I'll basically I can break it down like this. When I first got clean and I first came home, I didn't really focus on anything besides my recovery for the first several months. You know what I mean? And I was really spiritually fit. I'm praying and meditating every morning. I'm working out. I'm helping other addicts in recovery. I'm working a full-fledged program. I'm going to my 12-step meetings. I'm doing outreach work, going to this Salvation Army to talk to addicts, talking to, going to different treatment centers, talking to addicts, doing that every day. That was what my life consisted of. And gradually things start falling in place for me. My relationship was flourishing. My family and I were on the best place ever. They trusted me more than ever. I went from my parents wouldn't allow me in the house because I'm gonna steal anything that isn't nailed down. And even then I'm gonna try to, smuggle in a damn hammer and use the back end of that to unnail something and steal it, to my, if I need anything, my dad's like, here, I'll give you my credit card if you need something. Now I didn't even use it. I didn't want that shit. You know what I mean? But that's where I got to with my parents from where I was at before, all the homies trusting in me, being able to be happy with me. And they're still damn, kicking it with you. It's still the same. You don't act like a buster now. I was afraid fools weren't going to want to be around me. It's you're not acting like a buster, but you're able to be more present. My homies would say things kicking it with Lush is exactly the same, except for he doesn't disappear in the bathroom for a half hour. Where I'd be doing fucking leanness and jerking off. So that's essentially that right there really, really flipped the script for me. And I let me tell you how I realized that. So as I'm continuing to grow, everything that I wanted in my life was coming into fruition. When I went to treatment, I lied to everybody there and said that I had a record deal. And I was I'm doing good in life, but I just need to get this drug addiction together. But really, I didn't have nothing together. I was at an all-time low in my career. Everything was all bad, right? Not only do I wind up getting a record deal under Sony Orchard, get my own label deal. My relationship is going great. I get rehired by the battle rap company I was working with before, King of the Dot. We wind up getting a deal with Twitch, and I'm getting flown out to all these different cities to host events. Everything's cracking. Well, then at a certain point, then I wind up cracking a deal to bring me and Disaster crack the deal for GTX. We got over $1 million in investment, right? And then at a certain point around then, I took my foot off the gas with the recovery because things are going good. I'm not praying as much. I'm trying to, but it's kind of slipping away. I stopped going to the gym. I'm eating whatever I want. You know what I mean? I start buying myself shit. The dishonesties creep back up. I'm lying to my girl about little things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I start
petty shit, huh? Like
petty shit.
Even like
petty shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I start like my old ways start creeping back in slowly, right? Because like, and you know, my brother's got like 35 years clean and sober. He's very successful dude, right? And
that's what's up.
He told me, he's like, are you going to meetings as much? And I'm like, nah, I'm busy with work. And he's like, I'm the CEO of a Fortune 500 company. Like, you might be busy. You're not busier than me. And I'll tell you what, when I get busy, that's when I know I need to go to meetings even more. That's when I need to focus even more on my recovery. So it's that basically is like calling me out. Like, that's just an excuse.
Yeah.
As I said, your well-being should be number one. My well-being is dependent on this. You feel me? Like, I will lose everything if I don't put this first. And I know that for a fact because everything that I had and everything that I had built, and it being in a position where, like, you know, I went from not caring about money and just wanting personal fulfillment to money comes back into my life, and all of a sudden that's all I'm thinking about. And I'm, you know, 6 figures up in my account, able to get whatever I want, bought 2 cars, you know what I mean? Like, I'm feeling myself, bought myself a car and my girl a car, everything. Like, we're doing great. Have 2 flourishing businesses. I lose everything, bro. Like, my after I got 2 years clean, like 2 years and 6 months, everything was stripped from me. Like, my company that was doing so well all of a sudden went damn near bankrupt. I was bankrupt and in debt. My relationship fell apart, and my family relations started to crumble. My mom got really sick, and a bunch of shit happened in the wake of that. Yeah. So I'm not blaming my mom's ill. My mom was already ill before then, but it just got perpetually worse. I think that, you know, my mom's got Alzheimer's, and she, like, which is like dementia, and it's crazy because I think the pandemic made it a lot worse. Like, she had, like, we saw signs of it before that, but during the pandemic, she went from being active as hell, out all the time, going to museums, going to luncheons, like, you know what I mean? Like, feeding her brain to, like, just being at the crib all day, and it just kind of like put 91 petroleum on her Alzheimer's and just like sent it into hyperdrive. Yeah. So and it's crazy that my mom's is dealing with that, because I think it's something that's really common in Italian people, Italian women in particular, and is like really prevalent in my family, because my grandmother and both of her sisters, all 3 of them got and died from Alzheimer's. I saw it happen to both of my aunties, my great aunts, and then my grandmother. And then ultimately, and it's funny because my mom, when my grandma got that, after my grandfather passed of cancer in like the early mid 90s, my grandmother moved in with us. So she's living with us at that point. And then shortly thereafter, she starts showing a lot of signs of Alzheimer's, right? Yeah. My mom was really, really fanatic about her care and how she took care of my grandmother, and was doing all this insane research about eating the right foods and doing this exercise and doing these mental exercises and all this to keep your mind sharp. And she was like at UCLA hospital going to war with the doctors, like, no, you shouldn't be prescribing this medication. You should look into this. And my mom was a part of an organization called the Alzheimer's Association that she helped raise not thousands, not millions, not tens of millions, but hundreds of millions of dollars for, you know what I mean? To the point where she met President Obama and all that shit, you feel me? Like, she went hard in the paint
That's what's up.
Changed national policy. My mom was a part of changing national policy of how this illness is treated. So of course she's eating all the right foods. My mom's somebody who, if she has a glass of wine, she's laughing hysterically. Half a margarita, my mom is dancing on the table. You know what I mean? Like, she cannot handle her liquor. Barely drinks, like would drink once a month at most, like a little bit of wine. And I've seen my mom drunk a few times, and it's hilarious. And she's yakking off a margarita, bro. She's never smoked weed, was a hippie in the 60s, marching on Washington, all that shit. Never smoked a motherfucking joint. My dad never smoked a joint. My dad wound up getting into his own addictions later in life, but the whole time growing up, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they were around all that shit. My mom would be at like the hippie sit-ins or whatever. She looked like a damn hippie. Pass her a joint, she'll pass it off to the next person, but she don't hit it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and my mom is like naturally high as fuck, to the point where like she's like literally walking down the block smelling the flowers and smiling and talking to the birds. Like, she don't need to be high.
Yeah.
She's naturally high.
Yeah.
Like, whatever we smoke weed for and what it does for us, like, she got that already in her. You feel me? Like, so you know, of course she's eating the right foods, doing the right exercises, doing anything she can to prevent it. And here she is, succumbing to the same fate that her mother succumbed to. That was like predetermined. It's like, you know, Jadakiss, Big L, Nas, Jay-Z, they all got amazing punchlines, right? Nobody got doper bars than God. God's got some punchlines for that ass, and that was one of them right there. You feel me? That was a crazy, sick, twisted, horrorcore punchline. My mom wind up, after all she did for that disease, to fight that illness, to raise awareness for that illness, to help people afflicted with it, her mother and beyond. You know, I used to do the Alzheimer's. There's an annual 10K or whatever. You feel me? We would do that shit together, side by side, and all that, like the little walk or run, whatever. You feel me? Like, she got all of us involved in the Alzheimer's thing, and her succumbing to that fate is just the cruelest joke in the world. And, you know, prior to that, I didn't think that my mom was going to outlive my dad and be taking care of him till he died. I knew that shit. I knew that shit with every fiber of my being. I knew that how things were finna wind up. But no, it's the opposite. And I'm actually really, really proud of my dad, because my dad he's doing his best, and he's actually like, he's thugging it out for my mom. You know what I mean? Like, he's not perfect, you know what I mean? But he's dealing with a lot. He's got a lot on his shoulders, and he's really, really stepped up. So I'm like immensely proud of my father for how he's handled all that. You know, he's been a real G about it. And my dad is someone that's been a G in a lot of ways without speaking on it for years. But I'm really impressed with how he has handled all that. So it's, you know, I'm not going to put I say all that to say, I'm not going to put my mother's illness on me not prioritizing my recovery, although it is interesting the way that all that correlates. So what I realize is, if I want to get back to where, and again, like, shit, I put this podcasting shit, I put like my whole podcasting career above God and recovery, because I started to get it back again a little bit, started going to more meetings again, started trying to get back into my routine with all that. And then again, got a little bit of light, and boom, back to square one once again. Everything I put above God and my recovery, I'm finna lose that shit, bro.
Yeah.
And that just is what it is. So I need to get back to a place where I'm putting that first. And I know everything that falls into place is the way it's supposed to be. And I'll tell you like this, bro. I was like, look, I'm a beacon of hope to a lot of people. Not just the people reaching out to me, but the people that the people that look at the people that just like, I use that as kind of an excuse, as like I'm a living testimony and my success inspires other people that are fighting with their own demons and addictions and things like that. Then I realized that my how do I say this? Basically, that was like an excuse for me to not be humble, because God didn't get me clean or help me get clean. And if you don't believe in God, that's fine. You could say the universe, you could say the power within you. Like, God could be whatever. God could be the connection that me and you and all the people watching us right now have together. Yeah. All the people in the chat, you and me, and this connection and this level, this vibration that we're on, and this frequency that we're operating and shining on, that's God. That connection that we feel. It's not even me. Look, I'll trip you out right now, or, you know, like, this ain't even me talking to you. This ain't even y'all watching us. This is one motherfucker having a conversation with himself. This is God speaking and transmitting through all of us. So whether I'm not speaking of God in a traditional Judeo-Christian belief system, I'm a Christian. I believe in God. You know what I mean? Like, there you go. Like, but that don't mean, but even if you're not, it don't matter. However you define God. But God did not get me sober to shine, flex, and ball out. God got me sober, and I know this as much as I know anything else, right? God got me sober to help speak to his sick children, because I am one of them. You feel me?
The message.
I am one of God's sick children. So I'm here for God's sick children. And if I'm not spreading that message and being there for all of y'all, then there's no reason for me to be clean whatsoever. There's no fucking purpose. So me, and it's almost torture, me knowing that and still making the same fucking mistakes. And it's because, bro, like, ultimately, I'm a motherfucking addict. And I've been an addict for so long that I still have these tendencies. Now, I hope people don't look at this as me complaining. I know people will be like, oh, he's crying, he's complaining. Like, nah, bro, this is self-awareness. This is me being aware, and admitting to my faults, my transgressions, my trespasses on my fellow man, woman, God, and myself. And having that awareness is the first step to me overcoming that. And I hope people can see that. I hope that, and you know what, maybe, and if that's not how I'm coming up, that's another cross for me to bear. That's another lesson for me to learn. But that's really what I hope people see, is like me taking accountability, realizing the mistakes that I have not only made, but continue to make, and trying to just know that I want to do better. I pray to do better. I strive to do better, and I will do anything in my power to do better. And the minute that people see that, the minute I am doing better, we cross that fucking finish line together. Each and every one of us as a squad, all the people that we're rocking together. You know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, like, it's true. Like, ultimately, I am always going to be an addict. And there's been so many years, the vast majority of my life, I've been an addict. I'm 41 years old. I turned 42 in December. I got loaded from the time I was 12 to the time I was 37, 38. That's 26 years. 26 years of uninterrupted use. 16 years of sobriety, and 12 of those years, 11 and a half of those years, whatever, 12 and a half of those years was my childhood.
Yeah.
You feel me? And they had a motherfucker on medication even back then. You know, like, so it's a trip, bro. It's a trip. What did Smiley in Training Day say? Life's a trip, Carnal. You feel me? Here we are, pushing the line, thugging it out, doing our best. You know what I mean? Like, to me, this is cathartic. This is therapeutic. And this is the dialogue, the conversations that I need to have. What about y'all, though? What are y'all struggling with? What do y'all want to address? What do y'all want to talk about? If you got the super chats, shoot them. But even if you don't, it's all good. We're here for y'all. Please hit that like button, though. Share, subscribe. Fuck with our sponsors. RoyaltyHoneyUSA.com. Go to RoyaltyHoneyUSA.com. Put in discount code LUSHUNO. That's one word. All caps. Get you feel me? Get you some boner experiences. that shit really do work. I wouldn't endorse it if it didn't, and it's good. The #1 sexual enhancement product on the market. Porn addiction is talked about on a lot of pods. It's definitely bad and not good. It makes real sex seem less special, and it's easily watched way too much by a lot of dudes and women. Said the CEO. Interesting. Yeah. In sobriety from drug addiction, it's very easy. I want to ask you, Trap, when you got clean, did you find yourself replacing your drug addiction with other things like porn, sex, gambling?
I don't watch porn, y'all. Dead ass. I swear to God, I've never been into it. It does. I don't watch porn. I don't beat my meat to that shit or nothing like that. Like I don't, especially with all this OnlyFans shit too. If you out there buying OnlyFans, you a simp.
I gotta be honest, as much, and I've done some. I've straight.
Don't get me wrong. When I was a little kid, like, you know, when you barely start like figuring out about porn, like, oh look, like
I've never been on the OnlyFans website in my life.
I've never. I swear to God, I haven't.
I've never been on OnlyFans, and I'm not gonna lie and say I've never bought pussy, because I have bought pussy. It's not something that I've needed to, but because I have a deviant mind and get turned on by twisted shit like that. Like I've bought, because I like the
experience stuff.
Yeah, I like the idea of it. You know what I mean? Like, but I've never needed to. I've never been so down and out that there's not like at least a couple head docs on deck for, you know, a couple tortas that are willing to, you feel me, get them knees dirty for a player one time. But yeah, I've never, I could say that I don't give a fuck if people believe it or not. I have never been on OnlyFans in my life. And porn, I can't say that I've definitely compulsively masturbated, and I still do sometimes to an extent, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, that's normal, you know? But like, you know, like I've never been like, let me search up this porn video. And
I for sure have done that, but like I have such a vivid imagination that I don't need porn.
Yeah.
To get turned on or to masturbate, but I have definitely indulged in porn and a lot and enjoy it and all that. But I agree, it does kind of work. And the times of my life where I watch a lot of porn, everything looks like porn, and I look at women differently, and I start expecting different things in sex that are unrealistic, and it does warp your whole psyche to a degree. I think porn is healthy to an extent, but at a certain point. We got Anita in the building. What's cracking with you? At a certain point, it's like it becomes excessive, and it's not like it's unhealthy.
Yeah.
It is, and it could like warp the way you look at women and all that. So, but did you find yourself leaning into other compulsive behaviors, like not necessarily sexually related, like gambling or?
Nah, I've never been a gambler. Nah. Fucking nah, bro. Just eating like shit, probably, you know. That's probably like, that's something I want to actually fix up to this day. I want to start eating better, bro. I mean, I don't have an eating addiction though. I mean, at least I don't think I do. But
yeah, the eating addiction.
Yeah, and you know what I hate, bro? Like, I like eating at night.
Yeah, like, which is the most unhealthy thing.
Exactly, bro. Like, well, 11, 12 at night, all you're gonna find is a fucking Jack in the Box, fucking McDonald's, bullshit like that open. You know, like there's never some healthy shit open at night. You know,
we should do a health challenge together.
I'm down.
We should do like.
I'm down. Straight up.
What you know about intermittent fasting? Have you tried that?
I know.
Before?
Yeah, I know about that. Yeah. Fuck.
Should we do a little challenge?
Yeah, let's
do like a cleanse.
I'm down. What y'all think?
Okay, does anybody in the chat? What's up, Leo? What's up, Nick and Knight? Does anybody in the chat have any advice or any ideas for a cleanse or intermittent fasting routine that we should get on? What do y'all think? Because we're both here for it. We're both here for it. I'm down to do it.
You want to lose weight?
I want to lose a little bit of weight.
Yeah.
I want to get in better shape too. I want to get more toned.
Yeah.
Want to hit the gym, do all that. But I've been losing weight. You know what I mean? Like gradually. But, But I would like to. I could lose a cool.
No food or water for 7 days? What the fuck?
I'm not doing that.
How the fuck? What?
You're tweaking, bro.
It just said no food or water for 7 days. What the fuck we supposed to eat or drink then?
Yeah. I definitely.
The body needs water though. Yeah, fuck yeah.
When I'm down.
I would say probably like just veggies, fruit, and water.
No meat?
No meat. Meat ain't healthy.
What about, but then there's the whole, what's it called thing? Keto.
Keto diet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, I had a homeboy.
My cousins be doing that shit.
I had a homeboy that was like, I'm doing keto, and he would just eat like mounds of meat. And I was like, bro, you're fat, fool. Like, that shit ain't doing nothing for you. I'm doing the keto thing. Nah, you're fucking fat, homeboy. Like, nah. But I've seen it work for people too.
Yeah, see, no meat.
I've seen fat just fall off of people like butter.
Yeah.
When being on the keto thing. Look, preemptive pause. I for sure. I've been thinking for a while about getting a colonic too. Do you know what that is?
What is that?
It's like they basically cleanse your asshole.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Okay. And like they cleanse, it like gets rid of. We all have plaque in our stomach, essentially, things that have been lodged in our intestines.
Some pills, bro, that you're taking that makes you like shit this nasty shit out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
that's what it is.
Diuretics or whatever.
It's like a bunch of waste, bro, that just stores in your fucking in your fat or some shit. I don't know, but
I know it sounds crazy. I remember we had this discussion on the No Jumper show one time, and AD said that he did it and it helped him a lot.
Yeah. Okay.
The colonic thing. We talked about that on the No Jumper show. And it's something that I've thought about I know that if I get a colonic, I'll lose like
super chat
7 pounds. One of my boy SI.
Somebody said a super enema. I do enemas on my baby Frenchies. I did do enemas on my baby Frenchies. I whooped my baby Frenchies myself, so I do know what that means.
All right, it's essentially the same thing. Like a colonic is an enema, but it's like way more involved.
So with that super chat though,
as I said, why are we so obsessed with weight in society? Why do we assume that someone who is super physically fit is healthy? I mean,
it's not even.
It is a good barometer of health. To be honest with you,
yeah.
Like, I'm not saying that you have to be.
Yeah, I wouldn't even say that. You got to be super fit or whatever. But I want to eat better. You know,
bro. Not only that, like Americans, we are amongst the most unhealthy
for
people
real, bro.
in the
Real
fucking
shit,
world.
bro.
Like,
real shit.
You don't like when you go to other countries. Now, not Mexico, because motherfuckers are unhealthy. They're like
they got their own little shit.
They're probably worse than us, damn near. Like, but if you go to Europe, go to just wealthier parts of the first world. You know what I mean? And no one looks like us. No one is fat like us. No one eats the portions that we do. It's obscene.
Yeah.
Like when if I'm in Europe for a month, like the whole size of my stomach contracts at a certain point because they don't consume the same amount of
just shit and calories.
Period, bro. Like they have way healthier lifestyles. Like this a problem unique to our society, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, and I know that I'm unhealthy. I know that I need to. If I lose 20 pounds, it'll make a world of difference. I'm still need to tone up.
Yeah.
And all that, but like I know, like,
how much do you weigh?
I don't know exactly. But I'm like,
hey, we're gonna bring a scale in this bitch.
We should. I'm there's no way I'm less than 215 pounds. Probably like closer to 230. I'm like 220.
I'm 220, 222 around there.
I feel like I look fatter than you.
Yeah, I think you do.
Right?
You're probably like 240.
No, there's no way in hell I'm 240, bro.
Because you're taller than me.
I am taller than you.
Damn,
for sure.
lose some weight.
But like all of my weight right now, like a lot of it's in my stomach, fool. Like I look like a fucking chicken dumpling, fool. You look like a Koopa Trooper. Like both of us need necks.
I want to lose this fat right here.
That's what we both have no necks. And bro, like I'm fucking 40 years old. You feel me? Like I'm 40 years old. That's just different. Like when I was in my 20s, I could eat whatever I want. There's no way I'm 195, bro. You were out your motherfucking mind, bro. There's no way. You feel me? If I was 195, you would see it. Like I'm pretty sure when I get down to 190, like look, like I'll show you what I look like fresh out of treatment. Okay.
Nah, see, Joe, I'm telling you, I'm like 220. I weigh myself every week. My weight stays between 205 and 215 mainly. I swear, watch. I'll show you guys one day.
I'm gonna show you when I first got out of treatment, and when I was in treatment, I was working out 5 times a week. You feel me? Like I left in the best shape of my life, and it gradually deteriorated. I don't even know if it's like eating addiction, but it was like I definitely was replacing drugs with food for sure to an extent. Like, boom, look at your boy right here.
Okay.
You feel me?
Yeah.
I had biceps. Look at the comments. Like, oh, you have an arm now. You feel me? Because before that, I was skinny as a bitch.
Yeah.
You wouldn't fuck?
Gay ass.
You would fuck, don't lie.
Gay ass.
But like, so like that's right there. I'm 190. I'm like 193 right there.
Okay, I think you're like 230 right now.
At the I don't think I'm because I've lost a lot. Like I remember getting up to, like I saw I was like 227, and I'm like, oh my God. I mean, and I was bigger then than I am now. And like, even my girl's like, yeah, like when you were living in Van Nuys, like you were fatter, you know what I mean? Like you lost a little bit. I think I've lost weight in the, damn NF with the super chat. I just missed it. Let me go. And yes, NF, I gotta give you the info to cop the damn hoodie. I know you've been asking. NF said, I just want to say I've really been fucking with the direction of the show recently. The Battle of the Bay content is looking dope, and it seems like y'all are developing a good on-camera chemistry. Hey, appreciate you, gang. We gonna keep it lit. We're not doing the weird shit no more, bro. We're not. But I will tell y'all this.
We got that documentary coming too, guys. It's almost dropping. We will drop the date for it in a couple days. By next week, we should be dropping the date for it already. And what do you guys think about weekly drops of new clothes?
Yeah,
we got a lot of clothes put up that we've made. A lot of new shit. A lot of Lush World shit. Ice Money Cartel shit. We got a lot in the works right now. How about what do you guys think about weekly drops?
We got the You Lied to Me Lush shirts.
Yeah,
as well.
we got the You Lied to Me Lush merch right there too. Drops.
we got the drop. We got the drop on them, baby. My boy Fashionaire said you used to look like a Linkin Park band member. No cap. Leo King 5'9", 135. I'm trying to get back to 150. Yeah, bro, you gotta eat some damn pork rinds, my boy. Get some chicharrones in your system. You are too. Come on, man.
Stress can also cause weight gain. Yes, it can. Yep.
Yeah, 1,000%.
Yep. That.
Eat your stress away.
Mental health is important, y'all.
Anita. Shouts to Anita, but Anita. Yeah. In addition to that, tomorrow dropping. We're looking at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on the GTX channel. We are dropping the full Active versus Crit Mac battle. We have a gang. We have like 30 battles to drop.
Yeah.
We have 30 battles to drop on GTX. We're going to be putting out like 2 or 3 battles a week on that channel. And we're going to be doing behind the scenes content around all of them on the Lush World channel. So subscribe to GTX, subscribe to Lush World, follow Trap9 on Whoopty Whoop on TikTok. You feel me? We going crazy with it. I know that shit was looking good But there's, I don't know, the cuss words. And
yeah.
I saw when you shut it down, homie. Was, you feel me?
Yeah. Yeah, we got to figure out how to get that going.
Yeah.
The live streams.
Yeah.
We're going to have to like just focus on like one main live stream for that specific shit.
No, I mean, we could do it like, bro,
do it like this,
bro, we could do it like this. I ain't finna cuss. I'm gonna tell you right now. Like, I've been on broadcast radio. I've been, I'm on national television. I know how to not cuss.
You know what? I feel like for the TikTok, it'll be better when we start going out doing stuff when we're like vlogging and stuff.
Yeah.
That shit'll for sure get.
Well, look, you know what your audience wants. So, you know what I mean? Like, if that's what your audience wants, we'll
but even in here, because we're in here a lot, We'll
get
that going. We got a lot of shit in the works, y'all.
It's also like, as far as like eating healthy and being with
we got a super chat.
$10. I need a cruise. Come on. Keep grinding, papi. See mami. Hey, I'm gonna tell you.
Love.
I'm gonna tell you like this. Being with a Latina and eating healthy,
it's not gonna happen,
bro. Like, are you serious?
I feel you.
And if she's not feeding me, then mom's is bringing through the caldo. Like,
shout out my boy C. Joe Ken though. Yeah, I feel you on that though. I feel you on that.
Yeah. Ralph Sinatra in the chat. That's what Gary said. Lush's audience wants to see him without his shirt on. I don't. Well,
hey, shout out Ralph.
Big Rafa Sway, and we miss you, bro. Bro, I would be happy. Like, see, I want to be able to. And when I was a skinny little bitch, I loved walking around with my shirt off, bro. I loved it.
Still walk with my shirt off. I go hit Venice Beach, take my shirt off.
For sure that, but I was feeling myself.
Yeah, I still be feeling myself.
That's good, but you'll be feeling yourself more, probably.
Bro, I'll be walking down Venice Boardwalk, shirtless, eating a fat ass burrito.
There you go. There, and
you gotta love yourself, bro.
And I'm not saying I won't. Because I for sure I'm shirtless. I'm definitely not. I'm not one of those fools
Where
that goes.
Tortas at?
I'm definitely not one of those fools that you'll ever see going in the pool with my shirt on. You feel me?
Yeah, that's just crazy, dog.
Like,
seeing people go inside of the pool with their shirt on.
Yeah, no.
And their socks on and all that.
Could never be me. Like, and like, honestly, my girl don't give a fuck. I haven't heard any complaints. I definitely feel like women like me thicker than when I was skinnier, but I was feeling myself when I was skinny. My girl even told me, like, it's that fucking with a skinny dude, like, it like sex don't work the same.
Yeah.
I don't know the mechanics of it, but
yeah.
You feel me?
Super chat.
Rocket Skate said, have you seen Lil Terrio? I hope Lil Terrio's lost some weight. But I hope Lil Terrio lost some weight. All right, we could take a few calls real quick.
We'll take some calls. Just love yourself, man. Y'all gotta love yourselves. All that shit these fools be doing, especially all this shit these fools be doing to try and get that little dime piece. Man, I'll snatch her ass up too, looking like this.
No, facts.
Looking like this. I'll just pull out a Four Loko. You remember those Four Loko days?
Those
Bro, those Four Lokos were the best. Shit.
I have Four Loko stories for days.
Me too.
I remember when the first time I seen them like in the hood, littered all over the ground. And I was like, yeah, they're infiltrating the hood.
Oh my God.
It started with like college kids, and then it like went to, yeah.
Those kids were fucking lethal.
I definitely helped destroy a lot of lives with Four Loko. But that's like crystal meth right there. All right, we already got calls coming in. What's cracking with you?
What's up, man? It's Three from Vegas.
What's going on with you, gang?
What's up, man? So I got a wild narrative, man. I was up yesterday. I was watching the Back on Feed kind of episode.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn. I'm like, it's kind of crazy. Lush One on there. You contribute almost $300K to them between your two episodes on there. So I was like, it's kind of wild. Lush wasn't in, everybody. Well, I know you probably don't care, but.
Nah, I really don't. Like, look, I got love for everybody. I want to see everybody win, but I'm not gonna be out there like chasing content or or numbers or friendship with anybody, fool. Like if motherfuckers want to fuck with me, it's love either way on my end. If motherfuckers want to fuck with me, they know where I'm at. I'm very easy to get a hold of. My number ain't changed. My DMs are open. I'm down to work. I'm down to pull up. Y'all are invited to pull up. It's good. We never had no animosity, no negative words. It's Gucci. But at the same, and y'all have my full support from a distance, but I'm not going to try to be, and I get it too. Like, I know what it's like. I empathize with, I feel like, T-Rail really is in a leadership position. And when you're in a leadership, like when I'm throwing a battle event, right? I have all these people that want to be involved. There's a million people I'd like to fuck with, but the people that I'm going to cater to first, after I get my main bookings out the way, are the people that are in my inbox and in my face and want to work with me. And if you want to work with me super bad and you're like in the mixed killer, like trying to get on like that, I'm gonna fuck with you. He has a lot of mouths to feed. He has a lot of people trying to get on that stage right now. So he's gonna cater to them. I'm not gonna be another person fighting for camera time over there though. But it's
but I feel like with that type of thing, it wasn't even like you had to be on camera. It's just like, you know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, it's just like with you and Adam. You feel me? Like, yeah, y'all got your situation, but at the end of the day, you can't act like he wasn't a part of your story. He can't act like, you know what I mean? And you're a part of that story at the end of the day. Like, bro, let's take the 2 episodes away. Bro, it's been hella days where they use your shit at No Jumper to resonate views. You feel me? So y'all can't say out of the 100 episodes, y'all didn't talk about Lush 15, and then he came on there twice. So that's 17, almost 20 episodes. You feel me? Like, when you push it in perspective, that's just how I look at it. Like, it's kind of wild to, like, even just to reach out, like, hey, bro, we doing, you know what I'm saying? Even if you don't pull up, it's just the courtesy. That's how I was looking at it. Like, and then it would have been dope. Like, you feel me? Like, to have, you know what I'm saying? Like,
look, if I would have got the call, and to be honest, I wasn't even aware that was going on. So like, I'm sure, and I know if I hit any of those fools up, it's love. You feel me? No one's gonna, but at the same time, if fools want to fuck with me, they can. I'm not gonna be trying to ride their wave or be, like if they want to fuck with me though, I'm open to it. I respect your narrative. Y'all can do that. If y'all want to see me over there, y'all hit them up and let them know. You feel me? Like, because I'm open to fucking with them. It's definitely no hate in my heart, no animosity. I'm proud of their success. Continue to push the line. Congrats on that 100 stack. Keep doing the damn thing. And, I was told, hey, we want to have you on the news. We want to whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. Whenever it'll happen, I'm confident at some point I'll be asked to come back.
Timing is everything too. You're right about that.
You know what I mean? It is what it is. When or should I say, you know what I mean? When the time is right, I'm open to popping up. It's nothing but love on my end, but I don't feel no type of way about it. It's no love lost. It's Gucci, and I get it. We trying to make our own way. We trying to make our own lane. We trying to cultivate our own fan base and grow together with our constituents. That's it. You feel me?
Yeah. No, but you look, you put something in perspective for me, like with T-Rail being in leadership. I don't really think about that. He got to deal with community. He's
got a lot of people, bro.
So yeah.
A lot of people, Apollo, all that, you know what I mean? There's a lot of people, Ace Boys, and it's no bad blood between me and anybody over there. So I want to see them do good. I seen what happened to Smack, wishing him a speedy recovery. Like, that's the other thing. Like, I've actually thought about hitting him up and checking in on him, like, is to make sure he's good. But
bro.
You know what I mean?
Sure, bro. Y'all all a part of each other's story, bro. Y'all like it or not, to the fans, you feel me? We all associate you guys together.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, so it's like,
Again, if
I know how to be behind the cameras, you know what I'm saying? So, that's a whole different, conversation. But like, I just felt like You know what I'm saying? That would have been dope from a consumer standpoint, just to see that, especially with they was on live for 4 hours. So, you know what I'm saying?
And we coincidentally had our own live stream. I didn't even know they was doing that. You feel me? We had our own live stream. It was dope. You feel me? Like, shouts to everybody that was rocking with us. And it's definitely they definitely got my support. They got the support of all the Lush World, and we'll fuck with them. You feel me? Like, if they want a player to pop up over there, if they want to slide through over here, it's definitely love. I'm trying to get us popping on the merit of our own success, so nobody could say that we rode anyone else's wave. No, we're dependent on.
Quick question: do you think some of that is like pride and ego, or like what? Because at the end of the day, like all right, so that's one question. Is it pride and ego? And then give me an example of somebody else that can really just, you feel me, just off of their own, like, back, like, so, you know what I mean? All this shit, like, help comes in, you feel me? So that's why, like, when you say that, like, I get what you're saying, like, you don't want it to be, like, a narrative that spin once you get to the top, this, that, third, but at the end of the day, what I learned from you is, like, damn near you can't worry about what people say at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of been applying that to my life off of what you said, and then I'm hearing you say, you know what I'm saying? So
that's a good question. It's not coming from a place of ego at all, but what I'm not trying to do is, I'm not going to force myself into a situation and be a burden to other people that don't necessarily want me around like that. I feel like if people want me around, they'll bring me around. I'm not trying to be a hanger-oner, an entourager, a dick rider, you know what I mean? Like a wave rider, a dry clipper, a swag surfer, a tip dogger. I don't do that. Like, we trying to get our own shit popping. And I'm definitely like, if fools wanted me in the mix, would I kill it? Would I fuck with them? Absolutely. Like, the opportunity has been there. I've extended myself. I feel like I've done what I can do without, like, I don't want to look desperate. To me, that's pathetic. And it would be lame if I like tried to be like, if motherfuckers want me around, they know where I'm at, and I'm down to fuck with them. It's no like animosity. It's no negativity, but like, motherfuckers it's gotta be reciprocated.
We have a lot going on. We're riding our wave right now. We're doing a lot of shit, but we are open to collaborations.
Yeah.
We're not here to talk about or deal with any troll shit or negativity or bullshit. We're just doing our thing, and this is what we're chasing right now.
Does that make sense to you, though, the way I'm saying it?
No. Yeah. What you said, truly, I feel that shit. And then even more like on another side of that, like, you know how you are with them and how they are with you. So like, it probably end up being a game of narratives and you know, that type of shit, kind of like, in a sense, kind of hurt the brand. So like, it's good for the consumer to see, like, you know, y'all going back and forth like that. But at the end of the day, it's like you over there going back and forth like that, then coming back to your thing, doing the mental health is kind of like confusing. So I get the shit. I get it totally. I get what you're saying. Cause I was like, I was in the Apollo, and they thing in the chat or whatever. And I was wondering, I was like, when you go into hip hop and talk about hip hop, it's like very detailed, this, that, and the third. But then, like, when you go to back on field, you go to Ace Boys community, like, you kind of hit them, kind of breeze past those conversations. Like, they'll talk about it a little bit, but it's more about the message. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's kind of like intertwined in two worlds. So, like, that's
my boy Ninja Green, DJ Flip. Let's go. Nah.
When I was less where I kind of like, I don't know, it's more mature content. I'll just put it like that. It's just more mature content.
Well, like, and that's what I want to bring to any pod that I go on, and that's what I tried to do with No Jumper, is bring beyond the mental health and recovery talk, which I'll inject in there. I like to have fun. I like to who ride and all that, but I like to have meticulous, detailed hip hop conversations, debates, and that's like, look, my last appearance on Back on Fig was fire, and we had great hip hop dialogue and things like that. And to be honest with you, like
this one with Milk was fire too, though.
Word. People aren't really like the level of hip hop dialogue that I bring to the table. There's not that many people that can do it as efficiently and authentically as I can. And I say that with full confidence and my nuts on the table. And I know that I'm respected for that by them and others. And I just, I'm here to be utilized in that regard. And when I hear a lot of hip hop conversations that are had on other platforms, frankly, it leaves a lot to be desired. You know what I mean? And I'm not just talking about them. I'm speaking in general. Like, people aren't there's only a few people out there that are.
Those few people, though. That's really good. What do you think? I think Joe Budden has good.
Yeah, he obviously, Budden and them, obviously my expert opinion, you know what I mean? Drink Champs, you'll hear it over there to an extent. You'll hear it with people that a lot of y'all aren't privy to, like my boy Justin Hunt, who's the company man. He used to be on Hip Hop DX back in the day, and now he's got his own thing. He's one of the most knowledgeable people about hip hop culture. Those are the people that like I want to have that type of dialogue with. I'd love to be on the bigger platforms, and that's something a lane that I would love to go into and having those discussions. Now, as far as what I'm not gonna do on that platform or any platform is I'm not finna get hoed out. You feel me? And all the years of respect that I've earned from the culture to just like have that thrown out the window, to have like, because people in a certain context have a perception of me, like, nah, we're not going to continue to build on that narrative. I'd rather just stay over here with a smaller audience that we're building up to grow and build with respect for my brand than to be a joke to other people that are just going to hoe me out. Like, that's not happening, bro.
Yeah,
period. Nowhere.
That they don't even got the same knowledge period as you, like, or ain't, had a resume in that space as you as well. Like, so yeah, I feel you, bro. Like, I definitely feel you on that.
We're driving in new lanes for new growth.
The guy, the new guy that's on there, him and Rick sound like I'll be having like a hard time, like, kind of deciphering the two. But I fuck with him. I fuck with Rick. Fuck with Lush One, man. Shout out to everybody.
No, yeah. Shouts to Trap. Shouts to Rick. We definitely gonna be bringing Active back. My boy Pistol McFly, like other homies, are gonna be popping up. We gonna have there, female guests and all that. We gonna keep it lit. We gonna keep doing our thing. We gonna keep pushing the line for the constituents. And to summarize your initial question, the love is there. If motherfuckers want to fuck with me, they know where I'm at. They can bang my line, pause, and we can make it make sense. Cause I'm down to fuck with whoever fuck with me, and I got love for all them dudes.
For sure, bro. Love, man. Stay up, man. I'm watching.
Appreciate you, gang. Yes, Sirski. You already know, man. So that's how we coming. That's how we coming, gang. That's how we coming. 1,000%.
Bang that line, y'all. If y'all want to bang that line,
I'm gonna put the number back in the chat because that thing gone. Yeah, what I'm not, like, if you notice, bro, we are definitely not doing the drama content, the corny shit.
Yeah, nah.
What's cracking with it? You live?
Do you guys have any toilet paper?
Yeah, I need some. My ass is dirty.
That's hilarious. Do we want any toilet paper? There is something else I want to. That's why I'm going back and going back in the chat because there was something I wanted to touch on. But yeah, no, I appreciate that. Appreciate the love. No, we not going to get hold out for nobody. We ain't on that time. Recovery is a constant effort. by the grace of God, another day of sobriety. Continuous sobriety since February 3rd, 2020, baby. Keeping it going. But like there's highs and lows, and it's not always easy. It's definitely a lot of it's a struggle. It's a struggle, but we doing our best. We're gonna continue to do the damn thing. You dig me? But yeah, call in if you wanna. Call in if you wanna. If not, you feel me? We've been a chill to the next episode. We appreciate y'all.
Yeah, it was a solid life today.
Yeah.
Cool.
Got Delaware in the building. Shouts to Delaware. Lush is a hip hop junkie, definitely in more than one meaning of the word. That's a bar in and of itself, and that's definitely true. But yeah, shouts to all of y'all, you feel me? Shouts to all the ladies, shouts to all the players, you feel me? Shouts to all the go-getters. Join our Discord. Go to royaltyhoneyyusa.com, discount code LUSHUNO. That's all caps, one word, LUSHUNO, you feel me? 20% discount. Run it up. What's cracking? You live on Lush World?
Hello.
Yeah, what's up?
I was just calling because I live down the street from you and your daughter come to my house today.
Hello?
Hey, what up, Lush? How you doing, man?
What's cracking, fool?
Hey, random thought. I was thinking the other day. I was thinking back on how many battle rappers have died over the years.
Yeah.
It seems like it's almost like a disproportionate amount compared to the general public. And this is just a random ass thought, but I was thinking, like, most recently, Pat Stay, they're going, back further, PH, Bender,
Yep.
freaking, even going way back, Tall T.
Salty, Cadillac Ron, Young Be the Future.
There was another dude, I forget his name, he was from, like, Moreno Valley.
Young Be the Future.
Oh, yeah. I met that dude one time. I actually even met you, bro. It was a battle of LA. I forget which one, though, but back in the day. But it was just a random thought. I don't know. What are your thoughts on why there are so many deaths in the battle rap realm as compared to the general public?
Well, it supersedes just battle rap, right? Because you're talking about rappers in general. We have an insane amount. That's why, I got the whole new art project and installation that we're doing, Souls and Halos, about the rappers that have passed away. And I think you're looking at a few different factors. Like a lot of rappers and battle rappers come from inner city environments. A lot of them were involved in street life. A lot of them were involved in the drug game, and they're all artists. So we as artists live lifestyles that aren't the healthiest and lend itself to untimely demises. When you combine all those elements, it makes it a very dangerous, unstable profession, which is really high stress. So that's what what's the result of that? Motherfucking jails, institutions, and death.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, man. That was just a random thought that I have. I've been peeping battle rap for a minute, and just when you had your recent event, just something that I just started thinking about, but even just the magnitude of the name Pat Stay and even Bender and PH, those are like top tier names, and it's just crazy how that ever came to be. But that was just a random thought, man. And I ultimately just wanted to shout out, you guys, and I just wanted to say that I appreciate what you guys do and the positive message, man. So shout out to you, Chap, and Rick, for sure.
Appreciate you, gang. Much love, homie.
Yeah, that's a random side note. I also wanted to say.
And long live all the fallen soldiers.
It's very fascinating how you have such great memory,
bro,
to articulate yourself, being that you have such a lengthy career with the drug usage.
It is. I cannot explain to you why, and at times it's a burden. It's like it's a vice and a virtue simultaneously. It's a gift and a curse. But yeah, trust me, I have no idea. I have been blessed and burdened with this insane memory. It goes back to early childhood, and I'm not too much I don't remember.
It's crazy, man. Yeah, you're very sharp, man, and even with my shit, I've had my addictions here and there, and even to the point where I've watched movies for the first time multiple times. I don't know if that makes sense to you. Like, I'll sit down and watch a movie with my girl. I'm like, this is a good-ass movie. She was like, we've seen this shit already. But,
yeah.
I just happened to watch it when I was fucked up or whatever, and I'm like, damn. Like, but the fact that you're able to retain your memory as good as you have, that's cool, man.
By the grace of God, there's still a few marbles rolling around.
Yeah. All right, man. You guys stay up. Thanks for taking my call.
Appreciate you, gang.
Later.
Yes, sir, Ski.
Shout out to the super chats.
Shouts to super chats. Saeed said, Lush, would you link up with Bam and have him on? Absolutely, man. And much love for Bam, and thank you for the years of entertainment. And I praying for you. Hope you get right, man. You feel me? R.I.P. Long live Ryan Dunn. The calls keep coming in. We got Washington live. What's cracking with you?
Hello.
Oh man, it's another one of them.
How's your fine self doing?
My boy's got the app, baby, going crazy. Shouts to all of y'all out there.
I thought he was on the party line, fool.
Yeah, he's feeling himself. We appreciate all of y'all. Much love. Y'all already know. The chat GPT prank calls are amazing.
Yeah.
But we here for it all. Thank you for tuning in once again. We will be back tomorrow. We keeping it cracking for the people. Much love, everybody. Y'all know the vibe. More kicks and Cobra Kai, busting shots every time we rolling by. Shouts to all the ladies. You feel me? The Dolce de Leches, Butter Pecan Ricans, caramel sundaes with the cherries on top, the chocolate deluxes and the French vanillas, bonbons, and all that good stuff. All the hustlers, getters, go getters, and grinders. Everybody that's making it crack and getting to the bag, whether they in the factory or on the faculty, either way, however they stacking cheese. You feel me? We got respect and love for each and every one of y'all. Let me get some cocaine bot emojis in the chat. Can I get a uno one more time for the people? We got Nick and Knight dropping the Discord. Shouts to Leo. Shouts to Sunday Venom. Shouts to Anita. Everybody, we appreciate all y'all. I see Janet in the chat. We going crazy with it. Much love. And with that being said, we about this.
We out this bitch, y'all.
Ooh.